Beneath the blinding glare of those practice court spotlights at Crypto.com Arena, there's a buzz slicing through the squeak of sneakers and the echo of bouncing balls. A hush-hot rumor tearing through Lakers Nation so fierce it's got every fan's pulse spiking, skin slick with adrenaline, as the locker room door thuds closed like the final beat before a seismic bomb drops. Feel the air? That's the electric hum of a tectonic shift ripping through purple and gold, because word is, the king himself might not finish his crown jewel saga in Lakers colors after all. Yeah, you heard me right, LeBron James, the man whose silhouette has defined this franchise through parades and pain, could be plotting an unthinkable twist, sliding across the hall to the Clippers' rising empire. But hold on to your seats, because the real twist is buried deeper in the shadows, and it's racing toward us. Insiders now whisper that someone even bigger is circling closer than you think. A move so wild it could flip the entire LA basketball scene on its head. And no, it's not some friendly farewell tour or a last-ditch business trip. It's a full-blown power play. So strap in, slam that like, hit subscribe, and flip your bell to all, because trust me, you don't want to blink while we tear into what this could mean for the king, the franchise, and the very soul of Lakers Nation itself. Hear that? It's the thud of medicine balls pounding the court, the scrape of LeBron's sneakers digging in, the harsh whine of sneakers cutting side to side as role players chase rebounds, every sound amplified in that cavernous arena, every echo a reminder that nothing in LA stays the same for long. Outside, Pelinka paces the hallway in pinstripe suit and scuffed dress shoes, phone glued to his ear, cap space nightmares swimming in his head as the Clippers' record-shattering deal for Luka Doncic drops like a meteor in the front office. 3 years, $165 million guaranteed, no qualifiers, no hidden opt-outs. That's the message. The Lakers are shifting gears, prying the keys from Bron's grasp and handing them to the future. So for the first time since he donned the gold, LeBron's place as the unquestioned monarch feels frail, his throne wobbling on its pillars. Under those lights, you can almost see the cracks forming in the veneer of best team ever. Now, this suspense isn't just about age or the wear on his sneakers. It's a full-on strategic reboot that sends ripples through locker rooms and boardrooms alike. Imagine the G League call-ups huddled by the monitor as the front office runs scenarios on ESPN Trade Machine, each hypothetical trade swirling like a cocktail of hope and dread. Each roster mix and match sends agents into orbit text threads, buzzing with, "Did you hear? And this could be massive." The rumor mill's gears are grinding fast, and every spin chatter about a D's next knee load management is just fuel on the fire. Enter Skip Bayless, the loudest coyote in the desert of Laker discourse, hurling criticism like flamethrower embers onto a powder keg. He's out there weaving narratives that would have sounded insane a year ago. LeBron's eyeing his final chapter not in purple and gold, but in scarlet and black, yes. The Clippers. And why? Because if the Lakers slam the door on another chapter, if this front office says, "We're done with this era," then the Clips might be the only viable landing spot left for the king to hang up his sneakers, his final royal court in the City of Angels. The whispers say Ty Lue, fresh off that epic 2016 Cleveland comeback, has been sending coded signals back to LeBron via Instagram story tags and private. D-Miz, did you catch that black and white clip of Ty dropping a schematic on his board? Skips. Got the receipts. That post vanished in minutes, but not before enough heads saw it to spark a full-blown conspiracy. Then there's the money side finite cap space and luxury tax hell. The Clippers are already shoulder-deep in max contracts. They can't just toss LeBron the usual $50, $60 million a year. They'd need a creative structure, a 1+1 deal, partial guarantee, maybe even a player option that expires after playoff seeding is set. Picture the meeting. Lawrence Frank crunching numbers on an Excel sheet, so dense it looks like encryption. The air conditioner set to freeze because everybody's sweating. And imagine the Lakers brass Rob, Jeannie, and the ghost of Pat Riley watching every cell update, every scenario flipped from legal to insane. But hold up, here's the pocket aces in the hole, a clause in that Luka deal, a protected right or bird rights loophole, so obscure only the front office lawyers know it exists. Sources say there's a timing quirk. If LeBron declines his player option by a certain date, Dallas has the right to renegotiate those protections and could funnel an asset back to LA in exchange for cap relief. Translation? A backdoor path. To keep Braun in purple and gold, at least for one more swing. It's the kind of secret leverage that makes your spine tingle. Now, the question hitting every living room in Lakers territory is, will this secret corridor be opened in time? Or is the franchise too proud, too bruised, to admit it miscalculated? Imagine the locker room whispers, Dennis Schrader pausing mid-post-game shake, teammates exchanging glances that say, he's really walking? The city outside races from West LA to South Bay, from Marina to Malibu, each neighborhood lit up with watch parties, every smartphone screen flashing Braun rumors, like a ticker tape parade of uncertainty. Meanwhile, rival fan bases, Warriors, Suns, Nuggets are stockpiling popcorn and betting chips, knowing that an LA civil war could rewrite the Western Conference map overnight. And there's more. People forget the franchise's history of mid-season alchemy. Remember the 1996 Shaq Kobe trade? That was seismic. But this could be the swap that dared not speak its name, a body swap so shocking it makes Shaq's arrival look quaint. Recall Magic's Showtime, a fence-fast break euphoria that stunned the league. Now, imagine a Showtime reboot, this time with LeBron in a Clippers jersey, seasoned by playoff wars but still carrying that gravity. Would the Forum ghosts rise up? Would they cheer or curse? But wait, there's another whisper that could melt your brain. What if this is all a setup for a different kingpin? Someone completely unexpected? Rumors swirl of a trade package in whispers that includes names nobody's connecting to LA. Yet a rookie sensation, a veteran sharpshooter, perhaps even an unheralded two-way center whose rise has been under everyone's radar. Could the Lakers front office be orchestrating a coup so intricate it leaves not one but two franchises reeling? And just when you think the story couldn't thicken further, boom, a fresh intel drop is coming. They say an in-house memo leaked this morning, buried in a spreadsheet so dry you almost missed it. A cryptic line referencing Project Phoenix, a contingency plan so classified that only 3 execs even know it exists. Project Phoenix might be the endgame that decides whether this era ends in triumph or fades into regret. So there it is, the practice court's hum, the front office's fever pitch, the world watching with bated breath. The Lakers are at a crossroads, the Kings' legacy hanging in the balance, every decision magnified under those practice lights. And just when you think the story peak, boom, a new bombshell is primed to drop. See you on the other side. Your heart's thumping like it's caught in a freight train barreling down the Staples Center tracks. Buckle up, because the Lakers' world about to fracture into pure combustible drama, and every bruise on your chest is a headline waiting to explode. The air in the locker room is thick, like the night before a Game 7 rumble with everything on the line, the scent of sweat, desperation, and maybe even betrayal hanging heavier than the championship banner suspended overhead. You think you've seen Lakers drama before? Think again. This isn't just LeBron Laker farewell whispers shadowboxing the night shift. This might be a full-blown franchise mutiny dressed in purple and gold's darkest hour. Picture this. LeBron James, the eternal king, feeling the cold weight of impending exile, not from age or injury, but from a ruthless front office calculus spinning faster than a D, can spin the ball off the wing. And in the opposite corner, the Clippers, that franchise steadily moonwalking from anonymous blight into a looming dynasty under Ty Lue's iron fist, a Lue who's no ghost from LeBron's past, but a puppeteer now calling the shots less than a hallway away. LeBron's Instagram likes on those secret Clipper facility posts. That was no casual flex. It's a siren call, a chess move loaded with desperation and hope that screams. If LA slams the door, I'll find a throne still warm across the hall. But hang on, this isn't some Hollywood switcheroo for escape. Nah, the Clippers locking down Luka Doncic on that $165 million Supermax package just sent shockwaves down Rob Pelinka's spine and across the tampering fences of the West. It's a chessboard stacked, a dagger at the Lakers' heart with a lay side of handcuffs on their payroll flexibility. No way they're handing Braun his usual $50 plus million payday unless he signs on the dotted line for a mini Renaissance cap circus, which means this potential Clippers landing is a short-term, high-stakes gamble of Phoenix's last flight, not a steady throne reign. You can taste the electric tension slicing through the veins of purple and gold. Faithful, is LeBron's loyalty a fading smoke signal or a prelude to the fiercest city showdown in basketball history? And in this crucible of crushing expectations, who stands firm? If LeBron shifts, does Anthony Davis reconcile his future as the Lakers' irreplaceable cornerstone or look for greener pastures himself, chasing rings he still believes he deserves? And what about the locker room whispers? Does Russell Westbrook's volatile spirit endure in this brewing storm of doubt, or does he become collateral damage, his contract suddenly looking like an albatross at center court? Every practice sessions clip and clash echoes like an unfinished symphony, each collision of bodies and each bounce pass resonating like a coiled spring ready to snap. And you feel it in your bones. Pelinka pacing the length of the hallway, Rob's cap sheets fluttering under his fingers like war maps. Every agent in Los Angeles licking their chops for the next seismic shift that could fatten their client's ledger overnight. Now imagine Denver's Nuggets circling our chaos like sharks sensing blood in the water, Nikola Jokic poised to pick apart a fractured squad with the serene precision of a surgeon. Each no-look pass a dagger slipped into Lakers' pride. Or the Suns slipping in with Devin Booker's confident swagger and Chris Paul's cold-blooded calculation, ready to feast on our uncertainty the moment our morale snaps. And the Warriors? They're prowling on the sidelines, they're Splash Brothers, primed to convert every murmur of Lakers' despair into a raucous bar frenzy. Every who's got next chant a hailstorm of three-pointers aimed at our wounded heart. Then there are the Clippers themselves, sharpening their claws, tigers in financial clothing, feral eyes glinting as they wait for the cue to turn this civil war into one of the most brutal, jealous chapters in Los Angeles hoops history, an arena-shaking spectacle of betrayal where teammates become competitors overnight and the Crypto.com arena trembles beneath the weight of thousands of unspoken questions. Hold up. There's one clause in that Luka deal. A blinking red light buried deep in the fine print like a landmine. A timing quirk that could append the entire calculus. If the Clippers can leverage that to untangle salary cap knots once LeBron's option window closes, suddenly what seemed impossible begins breathing fire. Does it mean a LeBron-Luka co-starring blockbuster? A star-studded nightmare for defenders? Or a recipe for a locker room civil war so incendiary it shatters the Western Conference into splinters? But what if this is all an elaborate bluff? LeBron weaving smoke signals, a ghost in the Lakers machine, testing the franchise's pulse. And the fan base's devotion before deciding whether to stay and be lionized or bolt to make the Clippers pay the ultimate price. Every sideline chant now carries a double meaning. King stay or King fled. And the ghost of Showtime, the speed, the swagger, Jerry West's blueprint, haunt every anxious fan watching this breakdown. Wondering if we're staring down the end of an era worse than those post-Shaq heartbreaks, or if this is the crucible before a second coming, like the bubble banner miracle shimmering just beyond fog eyes. Now picture LeBron in full-court press. With the Clippers, with Davis torn between loyalty and legacy, Lakers Nation ravaged and divided. Group chats lighting up at 2 a.m. with messages like, "How could he?" And this isn't over. You feel the panic setting in your chest so palpably, you can hear the scrape of sneakers echoing louder each day. The murmurs in the front office building toward a crescendo, where every phone call could be a deal or a death knell. And just when you think there's no hotter fire, no more tension to stoke, the storm jumps another notch, rumblings of a wild card move. A third franchise player disguised in whispers, circling like a vulture drawn to the chaos with the power to tilt this entire chessboard, a move so audacious it would make LeBron's potential Lakers exit look like child's play. Something unexpected, something breathtaking, something none of us sees coming. The night breathes heavier, the city's heart pounds faster. And here we are, deep in the eye of the hurricane, watching shadows stretch and contort, wondering who's really pulling the strings as the King's reign faces not just a passing of the torch, but a full-scale palace coup. In Los Angeles, loyalty proves as fleeting as a buzzer-beater's echo, and power shifts faster than a triple-double highlight dot as a Laker. Until I draw my last breath, here's the storm I swear is coming. Now you tell me, what's tearing at your gut? Because trust me, this saga has only just ignited.